So I just saw a gentleman, doing his little talk about how, why is it always people blaming adult children that pull away from their parents? Why is it always the kid's fault? What about toxic parents, parents that weren't there, narcissistic parents? Maybe these young adults are doing what's best for them. I'll tell you why it's wrong. The Bible says, honor your mother and father. It doesn't say, honor your mother and father if they were perfect parents, if they were never wrong ever. Honor them if they were great to you and gave you the best life. It doesn't say that, because doing the right thing isn't always easy. Every family has issues. Really, you're not special. You're not the only person that's ever hated or been angry with their parents. The difference between all generations prior and your generation is that you can't deal with it. You don't have the emotional capacity to work it out. Family doesn't mean anything to you. You want them to support you. You want them to help you pay for college and let you live there until you're in your 30s and everything else. And you want to blame them for everything, but you don't want to take the time out to work through family problems. So that's why that gentleman's wrong. That's why my generation, Generation X, doesn't support the rest of you generations in your I'm cutting off my parents tirade. Because we understand that no parent's perfect. And we ourselves were not perfect parents. But now we're dealing with kids who won't even sit at the table like an adult and have a conversation. Never before in the history of America did children go off to college, get brainwashed, come home, and then tell their parents who have built lives, who are debt-free, who own their homes, who have had good lives, that they're monsters. Yeah, that because they don't support killing or unaliving babies, and they don't support trans children, and they don't support all this other nonsense that these kids want to believe in, that somehow we're wrong. Well, let me be that Gen Xer that tells you just go and sit down and be quiet, boo-boo, because you're wrong. The Bible says you're wrong, because it says honor thy mother and thy father. That's it. God left the rest blank because he, I guess, assumed you guys would be smart enough to figure it out, but most of us don't have much hope for you.